welcome to Take Root. Today I'm in Rogers with Master Gardener Holly Fields, and Holly is chairing the plant sale committee for the Lawn and Garden Expo that's coming up April the 30th. So she's going to show us some of her tips for potting up plants for the sale. So Holly, what are some of your suggestions?
Well, Beth, I think the first thing is to talk about the size container we like to have. The most popular size for our customers is the gallon size. This is a gallon. They run about 6 or 7 inches across, about 6 or 7 inches deep. There isn't a lot of consistency though. They won't all look exactly alike, but that's an approximate size. And if you're planting herbs or maybe some large vegetables, the quart is nice. It's about 4 inches across, 4 inches deep. This is probably the smallest pot we want to use. Anything smaller than this is really difficult transporting it and taking care of it for our sale. The main thing to remember is that once a plant leaves our sale with our customer, it represents a master gardener to them. So we do want to have a healthy plant, lots of root, and this size works for that. You get a nice root base. The next thing is we line the pot with something biodegradable, and there's several choices. Some people like newspapers. Lots of people like coffee filters because they're just easy. I don't use coffee filters because I don't use them in my home, so I just have paper towel. I use a 1/4 sheet of paper towel, which also will fit down and cover the holes. That's what we're aiming for, is to cover the holes in the bottom of the pot. Then I add a little bit of potting mixture, kind of tap it down a little to get rid of some of the air. The next thing I do is I like to hold my plant over the pot and the potting mixture because I want to try to get the roots positioned in the pot the same way they were in the ground, and in this case pretty much straight down. So when I have it in there and it looks right, I just start to fill around the plant. Personally, I want to have about a 1/2 inch between the soil and the top of the pot so that when I water this, this water will go down into the soil of the pot and not run off. We really want these in their pots in March before April 1st. That way they can grow some good roots before we sell it. The last thing you do, before you water your plant in and put it out, is tag it. For tags we use mini pieces of mini blind. They need to be 10 or 12 inches long. We have some tonight. People can pick up already cut, or you can pick up some mini blinds and make your own. Markers to write on these, a good choice is the Sharpie permanent marker, and my favorite is the Sharpie oil-based paint marker. When you write on the marker, it's really important to find out the scientific name of your plant. Now, this I know is Liriope. However, I do not know which species it is, so I just am going to use Liriope. Put the scientific name, then the common name that you know it by, and you do that on both ends of the marker. This plant, in Arkansas, around here, we mostly know it as monkey grass, but you move a few states over one way or another and it becomes lily turf or creeping lily turf. So scientific name is the only consistent name the plant has. The reason for putting the name on both top and bottom is that when you put the marker in the pot, the top is going to see a lot of weather and the bottom will not. So if the top weathers and it's not really easy to read any longer, then when you turn it over, the other side will still be easy to read.
So thank you, Holly, for showing us how to pot up the plants for the Lawn and Garden Expo. Remember that March is the best time of the year to divide your perennials, so they'll be nice and full and healthy in time for the Garden Expo on April 30th. So for the Benton County Master Gardeners, this is Beth Strickland and Holly Fields, and take root.